Hello, I'm Dynasty Demir.
We haven't done this, so we've been here since we lived here. We haven't been for. I don't know when we're on holiday, but not since we've lived here. We haven't been to like a family's house for a traditional meal.
How's the experience been so far?
Excellent.
Excellent.
Loving it.
You gotta shout, let everybody know who you are and shout out.
Okay, so I'm Juliet from my husband Adrian.
Yes, I'm Adrian from BLAXIT, you know.
BLAXIT.
Yeah, we're all from BLAXIT.
Yeah, from BLAXIT.
Yeah, we're all about the repatriation back home to the motherland. We're living in Gambia. This is Amma. She just BLAXIT as well. So she's come here to live. We've come here to live permanently. Enjoying life here, actually. These are our children.
Hello, children.
That's Kafre and Kimara. Say hi. So yeah, we're big fans of yours.
Thank you.
We've been following you for years, and in fact, you inspired us. And hang on, turn around. Hey, McKinnon, turn around. Say hi.
Say hello to everybody.
Say hello. Greetings.
Yeah. So McKinnon's also a fan. And he's
the cameraman and the video editor, like this.
Okay, so the cameraman too.
Yeah, and the video editor.
Okay, man of many hats.
yeah.
That's
So
the shop there.
that's our shop there.
Oh, that's your shop. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We got when we come back. Oh, you got ice cream too.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. When we come back, we definitely
Yeah,
got.
we make I make homemade ice cream. My brother and I.
Oh man, I gotta have a homemade ice cream.
Yeah,
I gotta have a homemade ice cream.
You definitely will.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, so we basically got fed up
Right.
of living in England. Our children suffered terribly from racism. We suffered terribly from racism. It became a really high-profile story in the media, and as such, we became targeted. So we realised that life just wasn't good for us there as black people. Life was getting worse, and with the Brexit, we realised it was time to BLAXIT.
Okay.
So yeah, the BLAXIT was our re-entry back home to Africa, and to be honest with you, it's the best decision I've ever made in my life. The best decision I've ever made in my life. I'm more happy. Well, I'm not even more happy. I am ecstatically happy. Being around your own people, smell that food, smell that.
Oh yeah.
Being around your own people and living a genuine life, because it's genuine. You're not living like, I think Joe said, it's a double consciousness.
Right.
Yeah, we're not living a double consciousness anymore. We're living a single consciousness.
I know exactly the feeling. I know the feeling. Like for me, when I was in corporate America, it was just a realization that I know what you're talking about. Like you're black, but you're like in white corporate America.
Yes.
And you're just. I know exactly what you're talking about. Double consciousness.
Yeah.
I got the same feeling.
Because like when
you're trying to keep this black African identity, but you're in white corporate America.
Exactly.
And, you have one face in corporate America, then you have
another
the other
face
one
when you go home.
and then you go home and it's like, damn, I'm faking it in corporate America. Why can't I just be myself?
Yeah. You know what? It's funny.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, even Wodo Meyer, because I was talking to Wodo Meyer about you, and we were talking, he's also a big fan of yours as well. I think we all are, but and you've inspired all of us really on our journeys, You showed us it's possible.
Right.
Possible to come, even, you know what I mean? To come, because remember, we have fears.
Right.
And these fears are instinctive and they're built over time. When you live in the West, all they do is they show you. Can you turn the radio down a little bit for me, Lamin, please? Yeah. Lamin, can you turn the radio down for me, please? Thanks. What they do is they instinctively build up, if you like, layers and layers and layers of fears and a lot of insecurities. And part of that insecurity is even to your own people.
Right.
So when you see the vision of Africans or Africa, you don't see yourself.
Right.
You don't see a reflection of yourself. You see other than self. And so that's what happened to us. Yeah.
All right. Don't take all the money out the bank. Don't take all the money out the bank.
Yeah.
I said, don't take all the money.
Oh, okay.
Save some money for us. Save
They
some money for us.
take no value, but they value money. It's the only thing that they value, and so
You gotta-
the
you
only
gotta-
power that we have is to take the money out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we have to do. Because if you're going to try to get reparations politically, it's not going to happen. Because they don't respect you. They never have. Like Amma said, it's the illusion of inclusion. We have to stop being under this illusion of inclusion and realize where home is. Home is not where we were born, essentially, in the West. Home is where our ancestors came from.
Right.
The problem that we have is that that information has been robbed from us, taken from us, stolen from us, whipped from us, tortured from us, killed from us, raped from us. And the worst part about it is the whole painful journey has now been topped without them doing anything about it. They don't care.
Yeah.
They do not care. The only way to, like I said, to get out of the situation is to leave it behind. Leave it behind.
And pull your money out.
Pull your money. That's the first thing you do. You take out. I met a lady from Kansas here, and she told me that she got reparations.
How? Break it
This-
down. Unpackage it.
Okay. So, and I told this story to the African Union actually. Well, she was from Kansas. I'm not going to say her name, but for what she did. But she told me. So I said to her, "What did you do?" She goes, "Well, I cleared my credit," and she's speaking a really deep American accent. I'm trying to imitate her. She goes, "I cleared my credit,
Got
my line
rid of your
of
debt.
credit."
Yeah.
So I said, "What do you mean you cleared your line of credit?" She goes, "Well, I had a couple things on there,
Yeah.
so I cleared it."
Credit
I
card
said,
debt.
Yeah. So she goes, I said, "Okay, what else did you do?" She goes, "Well, I planned it. I realized I wanted to come home to Africa, and I realized I didn't have the money."
Hey, your country accent is actually pretty good. Your Kansas accent, it's
Oh,
not that bad.
thank you.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, you sound like somebody from Kansas. Sorry, go ahead.
But this is how she sounded. I loved it.
Yeah.
And she goes, so she said, and I realized, so I planned it. She said she planned to get 10 credit cards. She got 10 credit cards, and she got some loans. She counted that she needed $90,000. So she got all her loans. Hang on. So she got all her loans and her credit cards almost simultaneously.
Right.
And then simultaneously. And then what she did was she ordered her containers, she booked her flight using the credit cards, she used the loan to make minimum payments across all the loans so that she would not go into deficit. She transferred the money out of America to her African bank account.
Right.
And then she kept making the minimum payments until she left. And then she said she's in a new jurisdiction now. She don't have to pay it back. So she got a $90,000, which was her reparation. And she said, "Thank you. God bless America."
Well, it's funny you said that because we were having a discussion the other day on how you should clear all your debts before you come to Africa. And so some people are saying you need to be you need to be debt free before you leave the continent, before you leave Africa before you leave America for Africa. But you're saying she kind of did it the other way around.
Yeah, what she did, she was really clever. I think she's incredibly clever. So she knew that what she was going to do. So she took as many loans as she could, secured against everything that she could, because she knew she was leaving.
Right.
So because she knew she was leaving, she was able to then use the credit card to fill containers to send here.
Right.
So she used the credit card and went on a spending max. So she got the highest amount that she could get on her credit card and filled the containers. She said she flew here, I think business class or something, that she paid for on the credit card. So she said, no, these banks were part of slavery. These banks earned from slavery, and everything they got was as a result of slavery. So therefore, she's taking her money back. And that's what she did. So, no, don't clear anything. You're in a new jurisdiction. What are they going to do? New laws, new country, new life.
Right.
They can't do nothing.
Right.
Take everything you can get from every single bank you can get, every single institution you can get, and come home.
Right.
Why not? They stole from you in the first place. And what she said to me, which I found really, really interesting, she said to me that all of these banks have indemnity policies. These indemnity...
7 years.
Yeah.
7 years.
So these indemnity policies pay back the debt. So they're not actually out of debt anyway. Not that you should care, but the debt that you've taken is going to be paid back. They're not actually losing anything.
I
anyway.
think how it is with your credit, it'll be removed from your credit. I don't know if it's the same in the UK, but in America, it'll be removed from your credit after 7 years.
Yeah. So you have 7 good years. Enjoy yourself with the money.
But I think
again.
they can still sue you.
They can sue you, but what are they going to sue you here? They don't even know where you live. What's your address? You have street name in Gambia? Huh? You don't. You have turn right by the right by the bakery, left by the shop. Where are they going to find it?
They're going to sue you for what you got. If you have no money,
if you have no money, what are they going to do?
No. Another, I guess, argument against not leaving the West. People say, well, the infrastructure is terrible. In Africa, it's terrible. The infrastructure is bad. So people who say that the infrastructure is bad here in Africa as an excuse not to leave America are Britain.
Come and make it better. You know,
I say the same thing. It's just exactly.
If you think it's bad, come and make it better.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is, not everywhere in England is good. Not everywhere in America is good. I've seen Skid Row. You telling me that Skid Row is good? What about you build up Skid Row first then? You understand? That's my argument. My argument is nowhere in the world is perfect. Yeah, and no infrastructure is perfect. If infrastructure was perfect, you wouldn't have poverty. In England, you wouldn't have food banks. You wouldn't have homelessness. In America, you wouldn't have homelessness. You wouldn't have food banks. This is the situation. You wouldn't have poverty anywhere in the world. You wouldn't even need a benefit system or Medicare. The fact is that you do, because your infrastructure doesn't support everybody. In the same way that Africa, the infrastructure doesn't support everybody. But I'll be down to say that any lack of infrastructure stopped me from living my best life.
Right.
I'm living my best life in this infrastructure, so it can't be that bad. In fact, I think it's pretty good.
Yes.
I think they've exaggerated the issues around infrastructure. They've exaggerated it in order to stop you from coming. Don't let them do that. Don't let them do that. Right now, we're visiting a Gambian family.
Okay, let me turn the camera off.
You ready, McKenna? You turn your camera on.
Yes.
Oh no, here you go. I got something. Here you go.
Man, you give one.
On the seat.
Man, thank you. Your name?
Thank you. Dinus.
This is your first time?
No.
In Zamaga?
No, 7.
7
times.
Rough life for you, right?
Okay, what do you want to tell the people back in America?
Bamba Loki, Jantal Bamba forever.
Jerejef Serentuba.
Serigne Bamba Khadim Rasoul. Jarama Mam Seyrama Fall.
Jerejef Ibra Fall.
Lamp Babel Mouridina Bay. My sabige Kumba Fall. Soldier of peace and peace.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, bye, Fall.
Thank you.